Hi, welcome back to Animal King, and today we have a special guest. We have Swagg G43,
Yamete Oni-chan.
and today we're gonna be doing my anime list haul, where we're gonna show you the anime that we like, and we're just gonna give it a quick rating, regardless of what my anime list wants to give them. So we're gonna go through a whole year's worth of 2019. It's kind of like a throwback. So yeah, let's start with
It started.
the Promised Neverland.
Promised Neverland. All right. Honestly, I'll start off with the rating. I'm gonna give it a 5 out of 10.
No way.
I could not finish it. I'm not gonna lie. I started it. Okay, I started it, and at first it really caught my attention because I really liked the dynamic between the kids, the orphans, and whatnot. But I think it was around episode 3. Spoiler, by the way. Spoiler alert.
I don't think it's a spoiler. Unless you haven't seen it, then you gotta go watch it. It's been a year.
Okay, so around episode 3-ish, 4-ish, there's they tend to escape, right? Kind of, and then they see like these weird alien creatures, and that completely threw me for a loop. So I don't know, I just didn't like it after that.
You're missing out. It gets better.
Really?
My rating for this anime has to be a 10 out of 10.
Wow.
I literally think this anime could be considered best anime of 2019.
Really?
That's how good it is.
Okay.
I honestly think you should give it another try, like past the aliens, because like we still don't know who they are
It's true.
until the second
it's
season.
It's true, but then it's also the fact that they're kids, and I'm not just like shonen type kids. No, they're
They're
very
human.
young. They're very young.
They're very young, but there's the good thing about this anime is that they don't like sexualize the kids. So that's really
Obviously, they're not gonna.
good. Well, that because there's
But that's the problem. They're kids though. Like I feel like their mentality is, I don't know. Maybe they're too mature for their age or something.
well they are pretty smart. Like you like their whole lives. If you notice, they're like always like they're breeding. So they're basically like the moms are breeding all these children. They're like livestock. So they like these creatures, as far as we know, they like human brains and they like the smart brains. So they gather all the smartest childs and they raise them until they're like the best grade A meat that they can get, where they're like the smartest ones can stay there until like the age of 12, and then the younger stupid ones get shipped off and they get eaten early.
Damn.
So like it's yeah, that's why they might be mature, but like there's the other kids that are fucking kind of retarded a little bit, like they don't know what's happening. So it's interesting because not only that, they're kids, they're normal human kids, so they're at a disadvantage already. So that makes this a lot better for me. So that's why I think it deserves a 10 in my opinion for rating. All right, moving on from the Promised Neverland. I forgot the name for this in English.
The Rising of the Shield Hero.
The Rising of the Shield Hero.
Mhm.
I didn't watch it.
You haven't?
No, did you watch it?
Heck yeah. How have you not watched it?
I don't know. I skipped by it.
Okay, so you know how you said The Promised Neverland was like the best anime of the year. I'm gonna have to go with The Rising of the Shield Hero, honestly. I would give this one a clean 10 out of 10. I even went to the manga, and I know it's a good anime when I go to the manga. So it's very, very good. So just to give you a brief cap, so you can know what it's about. This guy, so it's a isekai, you know that much.
Yeah.
But he reads a book basically about the 4 cardinal heroes. There's the spear hero, sword, archer, and then the shield. He gets teleported to the world, and then a whole bunch of things happen. He talks to the king. The king doesn't really show him any respect, and then they start talking about what's going on with their situation, the 4 heroes. And basically he gets screwed over in the worst way possible. So when the king gives out these the parties, right, to like level up and stuff, to like save the world from the calamity or whatever, he has no one in his party. No one wants to be, in a party with a shield hero, because he only has a shield.
No other weapon?
Nope, he can't pick up any weapon because it's a violation of like the rules or whatever. So if he tries to pick it up, it'll just drop it.
So the other guys have like a sword and a fucking bow.
And he has to try to level up.
With the shield.
Somehow with a shield, exactly. But that's not it. That's not all. So, one girl from one of the other teams decides she wants to go over to his side to help him out. After like leveling up like a couple times and selling a bunch of stuff and buying gear, she takes all his money and all of his clothes and everything he owns and goes back to the other guy and screws him over. And not only that, she frames him for raping her.
Oh,
and
way.
it's the king's daughter, by the way, mind you. So now the whole kingdom thinks he's a rapist. So he gets screwed over in the worst way possible. That's why it's called the Rising of the Shield Hero. So he has to try to
Rise of all
exactly.
That's so AIDS. Holy shit.
But that's what makes it so freaking good. You know, he's not overpowered from the start. He needs to earn that shit. You know?
So he's not the Kirito of this isekai.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Raptalia also got Waifu of the Year, by the way, if you didn't know that.
I didn't know that, but like, yeah.
So yeah.
I definitely will watch it now based on that little intro. I think if you haven't seen it, then go check it out. I'm still gonna go with Promise Neverland. I think I haven't seen Rising of the Shield, but I think Promise Neverland has a way better story so far.
Okay. Well, let's keep going.
Let's keep going. Love War.
Love War? Oh god, I've seen so many memes, but I haven't watched it.
It's really funny.
It says comedy, psychological, romance school, and seinen.
Yeah. I'll give it a nice 7.
A rom-com?
It's a really funny rom-com. It's like I haven't seen much of like the comedy here is really good. Most rom-coms have like, you know, really predictable like things. This one does things a little different, and it really helps a lot that the two main characters are not like boring and stale, and they have Chica in the back. It's like, in my opinion, she's like waifu, but like the whole thing is between the two of them, and she's just there to like add more comedic relief in intense situations. And every situation is like really unique. So I think it's worth of a 7 out of 10 to watch it if you're just willing to like, you know, chill and waste time.
What about Mob Psycho 100? Have you watched it?
Yes. I'm gonna give it a nice 8. At least the first season for me was an 8. The second season, I saw it when it came out, so it's been like a year, over a year. So I'm gonna give it I think 8.8 might be a little too high for me. 8 would be nice. It's the animation. Most people can't get past the animation. Like, I don't know if you see the animation.
I've seen.
You see how he looks? He's like a little
Saitama,
egg.
dude. He looks just like Saitama though, with hair.
With hair. But it's a good story. I think the first season did a better job, but like the second season was pretty nice to see. Mob, kind of like he got like a little bit of development. And Reagan did too. So it was nice. It was nice to watch. I think it was a good anime.
Okay.
And then we got Dororo. I haven't watched it either. It's a samurai, which it says right here, and they look like samurai. So
I think the reason I haven't watched it is because it says historical. There's a historical tag.
Yeah, I don't fuck historical.
Me neither.
It's like, I don't know. It has an 8 too. Is it 8? Yeah. It's an 8. So like, there must be something good about it. But for me, it was a skip, just based on the cover.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. This is a skip, I guess.
Yeah. Let's keep moving on then.
Oh, the
quintessential quintuplets.
Yes. That has to be. I'm surprised it's even rated this low. In my opinion, it's a 9. It's definitely a 9.
Because it's probably because it's like harem. A lot of people harems are always rated pretty lowly, but I really like it. Now, obviously, like I said, rom-coms aren't usually my thing.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like what really attached me is like how I think it was like in the beginning they showed him getting married to one of them.
Oh really? Yeah.
They showed him getting married to one of them, and I really wanted to know who it is. Plus, Miku is waifu, so.
Miku is waifu. She was my favorite one. Honestly, they all grew on me. I'm surprised that she's like a sister, cause like of her hair there. But like when they show in like the future, they all look the same.
They all do. It's really hard to tell.
I'm surprised he didn't marry all of them. And the fact that he didn't even care about any of them, you know?
Yeah, it's true.
He just needs the money.
I really hope they make a second season, cause I really.
There is a second season.
Is there?
It's coming at the end of the year.
Okay, cool.
Unless they delay it.
Then.
So
awesome. I would give it a 8. I would give it an 8 out of 10.
For me, it was a 9. I really did enjoy it. I haven't seen like a harem that would bring me back to anime
Okay.
after a while. So
Keep going down.
then we got domestic nakonojo. I forgot. Let's look at the English name. Domestic girlfriend. Oh, yeah. It was a really good story. Well, not a lot of people seem to like it. I did like it. I thought it was intense. They hit you with like these little like curves, like he likes this woman. It's basically like he loves his teacher because he's really hot. But he also ends up like her younger sister without him knowing.
Ooh.
Cause like I guess I forgot, I think he confessed or some shit. I forgot, it's been a while. And then they end up living together because his father marries their mom. And so he ends up living with the girl he smashed and with the older sister because I think she got like divorced. She moved back then, or she's getting married, but she's still living with her parents.
Sounds interesting. It definitely sounds like a drama. So yeah. I
Yeah.
mean, I don't know.
I thought it was a nice 8. It wasn't bad. It wasn't bad. It was honestly, and the opening or the ending, one of the two songs was pretty good in their soundtrack. So 8 for me.
What about Kakegurui?
Is this the gambling one?
I think so. Yep.
Oh yeah. So I saw the first season. I haven't caught up on any of it. So based on like how much I did like the first season, I'm gonna give it a 7. I don't know about this one. I can't really rate it too much, but like if it's anything like the first one, I'm gonna give it like a nice rating. Even the opening in the first one was fucking really good.
I'm gonna have to give it a pass. Not because I don't think it's a great anime, but because I'm just not a big fan of card games and stuff like that. Like I think the only anime that I've watched that involves card games is No Game No Life. But that's because like it's No Game No Life.
Yeah. I mean, this one was interesting because like the whole appeal was that this fucker somehow like goes with this bitch. So this bitch somehow she's like amazing at gambling, even though it's like odds.
Mm-hmm.
Like, but she pulls off like the craziest stunts. So that kind of keeps you in, and the fact that he might fuck, but who knows? Who knows? Ah, shit.
Data Life 3, let's go. Yo, I'm gonna keep it a bug with you. I actually didn't like the third season that much. In fact, no. It's not that I didn't like the third season. It's I don't like what they did with the third season. Because the third season was supposed to be the best arc in the entire show, but they screwed it up because I think they tried to crunch in too many arcs into the season, and it ends up getting. It feels rushed, especially the last 2 episodes. Oh my god, it feels way too rushed.
It has
But-
12 episodes too.
They rushed it, dude. They tried to fit, I think, like 2 arcs in 12 episodes. That's not. I don't know, man.
Yeah.
That's a big
I did like. Even though I like always say fuck that anime, I did like the first season when I saw it as a kid, because it was. I can't believe it took them so long. I did wait for it for a while until they actually came out on like fuck this. But I think it's because of the animation from like season 1 that I'm like don't want to touch it. But I'm sure they improved. So I might rewatch it, but I haven't seen it, so I don't.
Yeah, the first season was definitely the best one. Second season, I think only had like 10 episodes in it, which is it bothered me a little bit, but at least they didn't try to like crunch a whole arc within 2 episodes. And then the third season they tried to crunch 3 arcs because I just remembered it was 3. It was the one with origami, the arc with Natsumi, and then at the end arc with the main character. Because at the end. There's an arc where the main character basically, because he has so many spirits sealed inside of him, all that power kind of goes like amok, and it is supposed to be my favorite arc because after all that power goes amok, he basically has like a fever, like a high fever, where that changes his personality. So then he acts like a savage, like a badass, bro. He goes up to like one of the strongest characters in the freaking anime, dude, and he just like flips her and then just starts princess carrying her like like a savage, bro. But they fit that whole arc in just 1 episode, and that really bothered me.
Damn.
But other than that, I give Data Live just in total. I give it an 8.5 actually out of 10.
All 3 seasons combined.
All 3 seasons combined.
Okay. All right.
And the movie.
And the movie. Okay. Boogie Pop.
Wada Wanai. I have not seen that.
That's a 7 score, so oh, it kind of looks interesting, even though I didn't even look at it.
I think the name Boogie Pop is it's not a cool
Psychological mystery horror.
name.
I'm not gonna lie, I might just watch it. I don't know how I skipped over it, but I do.
Fan of that?
I like horror anime, or at least psychological that will make you like think about it. I heard actually Boogie Pop. I think it's really popular, like the manga. It's really popular because I hear people like recommend it a lot that I've seen that really like the manga. At least they recommend the manga. I don't know. It's even made by Madhouse, so that's already like it gives it credit because like Madhouse has made a ton of good anime, which I can't even think of. But like if I click on that, we get Death Note, One Punch,
No Game, No
Life.
High School of the Dead too.
So you get all these good Hunter x Hunter, Parasite,
Overlord,
Death Parade has a good opening, and you get this one. I forgot the name of this one, but this one I remember watching it.
The Irregular at Magic High School, something like that. Was it?
It's something like that.
Oh, B-Tomb.
B-Tomb. Oh my god, that's
good.
Madhouse is a different video.
Yeah, that's different. That's for another video.
So already this anime already has points for me, just based on all those anime. That track record is insane. Those are good anime. Oh my god. Oh, what is this one? My Roommate is a Cat. I didn't watch it. It looked really dumb to me.
I think me too. Honestly. Maybe if the cat would have turned into an anime girl, then maybe I would have watched it. But it doesn't look like the case here.
It's a slice of life. I like I like some of the slice of life anime, but like this one doesn't look that appealing, and it's comedy too. So
only 2 tags.
Yeah, I don't know. I think that was a pass for me.
Yeah, pass.
I think it was a pass for me just based on like the cover. I based a lot of it on the cover too.
That's true. If I see too many lolis, then that's a pass.
That's a pass.
I don't need the FBI at my door. One loli is good enough in an anime.
Yeah, and they're usually like 100 years old too, depending on the anime. So it'll be a pass. These two. This one, I think I might watch it. Manaria Friends. Mystery Academy is a prestigious magic school that teaches magic without discrimination to the 3 factions: men, gods, demons.
It sounds interesting.
It sounds interesting. I don't know. It has kind of like a low rating. 10 episodes too.
That might be why.
Let me look at the characters. The animation doesn't look bad on the pictures.
Yeah, so I could see that. Yeah,
I can see. I feel like a lot of like female, and no like a male one gets a lot of low ratings for some reason. Then we got Real Girls. This shoujo, so I feel like that's more of a girl anime. It's meant for girls, I think. Okay. I might be wrong, but it looks like it though. Romance, school, and shoujo.
Probably a pass for me.
It was a pass for me too. And then I think most of these might be garbage, so there's no need to look at them. Piano no Mori. I'm trying to see animes that I've seen. I don't know if you can spot one.
No. None of that.
No.
Nah, nothing there really rings a bell there. No. Is that all for 2019?
That's just winter.
Oh.
We got spring, summer, and fall.
Okay.
Like winter had some good anime. I'm not gonna lie. Like the first row, maybe.
Okay.
And then we got spring. We got
Demon Slayer. Okay. What do you think?
I actually liked it, surprisingly. I thought it was gonna be like a My Hero Academia, like that type of shonen. And he is weak at first, but unlike Deku, he's not a bitch. I don't know.
You're gonna get a lot of hate in the comments for that.
I hate Deku. I can't.
You see that feeling, that sentiment you have for Deku is how I feel about what's that yellow-haired name?
Oh,
I fucking him, dude.
he's so cool though.
No, I can't stand him, bro.
Samatsu where is he? Where is the little fuck? Zenitsu.
Okay, so when I started the anime, it was pretty decent, and I actually liked it. I was enjoying it. But then when they introduced Zenitsu, that entire episode was just him whining like a little, and then I don't know, I just lost interest in the anime after that.
After that,
It actually made me lose interest.
he kind of grows on you. I'm not gonna lie. I thought he was gonna be useless because he made it like everyone, you know, because they all had to like go through a trial.
I know.
And then he made it.
Ow. He had to be passed out. How did he?
That's exactly how.
He passed out during the middle of the exam.
Yeah, because like when he's passed out, his true ability comes out.
I know. But like, I don't know. I feel like it was a decent anime, and I watched it to the end, but I think it was overhyped.
It was overhyped. It was super like everyone was like Demon Slayer.
It's the best thing ever.
It was like, all right, okay. Let's not lie too much.
Mm-hmm.
But it was definitely decent. I like the opening, and they kind of grow on you. Like the other two characters that follow him, the boar. That's a male.
Yeah,
I thought it was a female. Even when he takes off the mask, but he's so muscular.
Yeah.
Because he says like that face. They grew on me. I'm really interested in to see where he goes, how strong he gets, because I kind of want to see him kill this fuck in the back. That demon.
Yeah, me too. Yeah. So I mean, I would give it a 7 out of 10.
Yeah, me too.
Okay.
Definitely 7.
One Punch. One Punch.
One Punch season 2. I haven't watched it.
All right. Well, let me tell you right now.
Oh, you watched it?
Yes. Not nearly as good as the first season. Like the first season, I would give it an 8.5 out of 10.
I'm with you on that too.
Second season, 5 out of 10.
How's the opening? Because the first opening was pretty hype.
Yeah, it was hype. Second opening.
No.
I'm telling you, dude, the second season lacked in everything, in every category.
Do they still cuck him? You know how he like all this shit, and they always boo him, and like in the first season, like he saved them from like these S rank monsters.
Well, actually, that's the thing though. He actually doesn't fight. Like I don't think he hardly fights any monsters in the second season. I think, yeah, he joins like a tournament or whatever. Which, don't get me wrong, the tournament was probably the best part out of the whole season. But at the end, it's like, I don't know, he didn't kill really anything in that season, which kind of really bothered me.
Yeah, he's supposed to like one punch everything. Even like the final boss in season 1, it looked like a cool fight, but he didn't.
Dude, but that's what was so good about the first season was that like mixed with the crazy animation and just how intense these fights were. Like, I feel like a lot of fights were like hyping up the enemy, the bad guy, making you think like, oh, maybe One Punch Man won't be able to one punch this enemy, but then he still does it, and it's so good. I don't know, but the second season, they don't really hype up that many enemies, and even when they do, I don't know. The fighting scenes just animation lacks, and just the whole way everything just lacked. I think.
Alright, so what's your rating?
Like I said, I rate the first season 8.5, second season 5 out of 10.
5 out of 10. I haven't seen it yet, so I'll just skip on that one because I actually did like the first season. I want to give it a fair chance.
Okay.
Oh, Attack on Titan season 3 part 2. I haven't kept up at all. I saw the first whole season. I was one of those people that was waiting for the second season to come out. Didn't come out. The first year didn't come out. The second year didn't come out. The third year until like 2017. I think that's when it came out, right?
What, this one?
The second season.
Oh.
When did it come out? Came out 2017.
Wow.
From the first season that came out in 2013. So I was a year off.
Wow.
So
you waited a long time.
I kind of like forgot about it for a while. Like 3 years into it, I just watched different anime. I was like, I didn't care too much about Attack on Titan, so I didn't keep up when the second season came out because all the hype was gone. Because there was so much hype in the first season. But like, I don't know. I saw a fight for it, and it looked really good. Like the animation definitely is better than the first season, and it looks interesting. But I might come back to it. So I'm just gonna give it like a 7 for now for me.
I only watched the first season, and I would probably also give it a 7, even though it wasn't really my thing. I'm not a big fan of the like the setting, and just I don't know, just the whole like theme, like the whole like steampunk thing isn't really my thing. But even then I can see the charm, so I would give it a 7.
Yeah.
Whether or not I'd watch everything like the second or third season, I don't know. I think I might pass.
Yeah. Yeah, I will get back to it, but like that'll be like in the future. All right, Fruit Basket.
I've heard a lot about it.
This is like the remake of like the OG Fruit Basket. The OG Fruit Basket was pretty sad. I don't know. I didn't watch this one or like the original, but I know some stuff about the original. And I don't know, the animation looks better. I'm just not into like the whole like. I like some of these anime, but I don't know. This one doesn't feel right to me. I don't know.
I know what you mean though. Yeah, I would give it a pass.
Yeah, I'll give it a 7 because it's like one of those OG that everyone kind of like knows. So I'm sure it's pretty decent because there's a second season currently, I think, for this one. All right, so. All right, I'm not fucking saying that.
Wise Man's Grandchild.
Oh, this one was. Oh, I'm surprised it has a 6.6.
I'm not that surprised.
Really?
I watched the whole thing, but for some reason, it's one of my least favorite isekais.
Really?
One of my least favorite isekais.
This is like, if you say isekai and you mean isekai, I think this one pops up in my mind. Like, it's just a true MC, like OP, you know, big dick Kirito.
But I don't know. That's the problem. I feel like he was OP, but he didn't do anything with it. You know?
Oh yeah.
Like, he didn't really do anything with it. Like Overlord, for example, he's OP, right? But and his whole goal is to take over the world. He's OP and he knows it. He wants to do something with it. This one, I just feel like
and there's
OP,
2 OP.
He's OP. He could do anything he wants, but he goes to school.
Yeah.
I don't know. It just.
So. Little break there. So yeah, the Wise Grandchild, or whatever the name was.
Wise Man's Grandchild.
Yep. I'm gonna give it a. I really did like it. I think it's like one of those anime where like you have to be a little bit brain dead to watch it. like if you don't want to like follow like for example ReZero, if you don't want to like because you actually gotta like pay attention to the story to like know what's going on. With this one, it's more like you can have it like kind of in the background. You can watch it and still be good because all you see is him being so OP that everyone's always amazed.
Seriously.
Even his grandfather, who's like a fucking legend in the world.
Seriously, dude. I'm gonna give it a 6.5 out of 10.
Yeah, I'll give it a 7. Just because it wasn't bad. Okay, Isekai Quartet. No, I skipped it. I hate it. I like Chibi. Like I like Chibi. Like Heaven's Lost Property.
How can you skip it though? Oh my god, it has Kazuma in it.
I know.
They have the same voice actors and everything, and the same like personalities. So yeah, I thought it was really funny how Kazuma interacted with Subaru, because they both have like the same circumstances, getting thrown in a world, being completely weak.
Really?
Yeah.
You thought it was good?
I thought the humor was really good. I thought it was it was interesting.
I might have to like revisit it, but I saw them all as chibis, and I was like, no.
I think it was very interesting, honestly.
No.
It was interesting to see the dynamic between all these different ones.
I fucking hate this. I don't hate him, but I hate his
Kazuma.
Is that her name? His
Aqua.
goddess.
Oh, Aqua.
I fucking hate Aqua. Aqua is like.
That's funny.
No way. Like it's.
I'm not gonna lie. All right. That anime. What was it called? Konosuba. It is actually pretty low on my isekai list. Yeah. I'm not gonna lie, but it was funny. It was funny though. It was funny.
It was kind of funny, yeah.
As an isekai, it was bad, but as a comedy, it was good, I think.
Yeah, I'll give you that because I did watch the first season and it had some funny moments. I just hated that he never got stronger.
I know.
At least Subaru, he doesn't get stronger. But like he has like an ability, like the plot is good enough for him to not be strong, and he has an ability that kind of like helps him. But like, he never grows stronger. His goddess is such a.
No, yeah. I think the only strong one in the group is Megumin.
With her one spell that drains her.
And then she's useless. Oh, great. That's great. All right.
I'll come back just to like watch the comedy because I do want now that you mentioned I do want to see the interaction.
I would give it a 7.5, just like it says there. I would say, yeah.
For now, it's a 6 for me.
Okay.
Let's move on. Stray Dogs.
I have not seen it.
Have not seen it either. 3 seasons and it has a 8.1. I don't know. Might be worth a watch, but I haven't seen it, so I won't be too harsh with this. So I guess like a 7. I'll give it like 1 less. I don't know. What about you?
It's kind of hard to rate an anime I haven't seen, to be honest.
Yeah.
I'll go with what they say. I'll say 8, even though I haven't seen it.
Okay. Boku Tachi wa. Okay.
Oh yeah.
We never learn.
I've seen it. You haven't seen it?
Is this a vampire one?
No.
He looks like the same character, kind of.
Kind of. So basically, this dude is like an above average school kid. So he has above average grades, right? And he wants to get like a recommendation for college.
Yeah. Okay. I know the synopsis now.
Okay.
I think I went over it because it reminded me too much of the quintessential quintuplets. Like the whole he has to like tutor them, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I was like I already.
Except the quintessential quintuplets, they were dumb and they needed tutoring. These
were,
guys are actually geniuses, but they still need tutoring.
They still need tutoring, which I was like, fuck. And the girls are not like as appealing to me as the other girls.
That's well, yeah, I can see that. The one on the top left is a teacher.
But he looks like a student.
Yes, he does.
It says comedy, harem, romance, school, shonen. Shonen? Does he fight?
No. No. I think he. It's interesting. I think he does actually choose a girl in the end. I think that's why I actually like that one.
Oh.
So I mean, I would say give it a watch. I would give it a 7.5.
Okay, that's cool. Carol and Tuesday, I didn't watch it, but I heard it was really good. It's like one of those music anime, like Your Lie in April. I would recommend it honestly because I've been heavily recommended this by a lot of people. So I haven't seen it, but like apparently like the OST is really good. So I like anime with good music, and I'll recommend it. I won't give it a rating though. I don't know what this one is. This kind of reminds me of another romance anime.
See, I gave that one a pass because, as I said earlier, there's too many lollies already on the screen.
It looks like animals. I thought this was a wolf. Now that I look at it. Yeah, I'll pass it too. Then we got. What is this shit? Why the hell are you here, teacher?
Oh, yeah. Okay. I think I've seen a couple episodes of this. So, they're very short episodes. Very, very short episodes.
Uh-huh.
And I would say it's like a comedy ecchi type thing. Not really much plot to it at all. It's just something that you would watch if you really want to.
Just waste time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I skipped it. I don't remember much about this one. Yeah. I don't know. I don't think I would watch it.
I would give it a 6.5.
Okay.
It's not something that's like you would get hella into, honestly.
Now this one, I think I did watch this one. Eo-chan Can't Study. What? I'm having like a blank, but I'm pretty sure I watched this one. Let's see. Show them your AO face. It's an innocent child would unhesitantly proclaim the origins of her name. She's in high school. She is determined to study hard in order to one day escape the influence of her. What? Lascivious father, a famous erotic author. Oh, yes. His fucking father's like this little fucker. Yeah. You see him? Like,
oh my god.
Yeah, it was a good anime. And she's like so self-conscious. It was funny to watch. I give it a 7. The fact that I didn't remember what the whole plot was about, but it was decent enough to like make me laugh a lot, especially the father.
Okay.
Oh, the dad. He even talks to like I think he dates her, right? Or he just like helps her study.
I have no clue, but I might have to give that one a watch.
It's pretty funny. It's pretty funny one. The interactions with the dad, you know.
Let's keep going down.
Fairy Gone. Definitely not Fairy Tale.
Nope.
It's a pass for me. I didn't like it at all. I didn't. I think at the time I read the synopsis and I wasn't into it.
Yeah. Let's keep going.
This is a skip for me.
Mhm.
That one too. I saw the first episode of this one. It's another music anime. I gave up in the first episode.
I'm not a
Too
big
boring.
fan of music animes.
Yeah, it's too. It's too normal.
Mm.
Like, yeah, it was a pass. Pass.
That one.
You saw this one?
I've watched a couple episodes, but I gave up because the plot was so freaking confusing. Literally within the first 2 episodes, the plot, I don't know. I feel like it didn't match up with what the synopsis says. And it was just too confusing. It lost my interest. I'm gonna have to give it 5.
A 5 out of 10.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't look appealing at all on the cover. I don't even know what this is right here. It looks like it's shining, like he's about to power up.
Yeah, so apparently he has like some like trinket that he got from someone. I think it's like late mom or something that apparently lets him travel through dimensions or something, like alternate universes.
Mm-hmm.
But I didn't really get that from the first 2 or 3 episodes. Like I don't remember him ever using it or anything like that. Like it was weird. I don't know. It just felt, I don't know, so all over the place. I guess I don't know.
Okay. Then we got Gonju no Magno. That was a skip. It didn't look appealing. Most of it is a skip, I think, for me.
I don't see anything there that's appealing. I don't watch sports animes.
I do, so, but like I don't think none of these, like, I don't like baseball at all, so I didn't even give them a chance. Let's see. Is this a whole no? Yeah, no.
Let's keep going.
Let's go to summer. Almost done too. Dr. Stone. Now that was a contender for me with The Promised Neverland and Dr. Stone. 2 good anime that could have easily won Best Anime of 2019. Even though the plot looks so basic, where he just has to rebuild the whole world from scratch, he makes it so interesting. Like, cause he's not like instant Minecraft. He fucking has to get all the materials from scratch. So he basically starts out with nothing to build everything else. It was so interesting to watch. It's definitely up there like a 10. And the music was so good too for that anime.
It has a high rating, so I might have to watch it. I have been holding off on it.
It's really good. Fire Force Season 1.
Another one that I've held off on. I do need to watch it. I
I think I gave it an 8, right? I think I might have thought an 8, but I think the plot is pretty good. Considering it's a shonen, it's pretty predictable at times, but I like the fighting, the animation. Although some people think it lacks in the animation department at some points in the anime, but I think it's still pretty good for what it gave us. And I even showed you the opening, and the opening was fire.
Yeah, the opening was actually really good.
Yeah, no
Very
pun.
catchy.
No pun there. Vinland Saga. Oh, this is one of those where it's like historical, but everyone says how good it is. But historical, like historical, but how good it is, I don't know. I do want to come back to it. It's a pretty long anime, 24 episodes too. Apparently it doesn't pick up 3 episodes in, so it's pretty like dull. That's what I hear. It's one of those anime where like it picks up really hard.
Okay.
So I don't know how to feel about this one. I definitely would recommend, just by like the amount of people that do like it. Even has a high rating. But
maybe a review's in order.
Maybe
Later on.
Maybe.
Danmachi Season 2. Oh, is it wrong to try to pick up girls in a dungeon?
How can we? Like, if Promised Neverland and Dr. Stone wasn't weren't made that year, Danmachi would have been.
Oh man,
I'm surprised she didn't win Best Girl of the Year, because this is the same year.
Oh yeah,
for
you're right.
Vinland.
The Rising of the Shield Hero. But the thing is, if I had to choose between which anime was better, I would have to say Rising of the Shield Hero was better this year.
Then Danmachi season 2.
Danmachi season 2. Season 1 is a different story. I don't know what it is about them not making sequels better than the first one, but don't get me wrong, the second one was still just as engaging. Like, it was still really good. Like, the plot was so good.
I think for which one? For Danmachi?
For Danmachi, yeah. Everything was definitely where it needed to be. I just feel like they were missing that one key element that was in the first one. So, in the first one, you remember that Minotaur fight?
Yeah.
Oh man, every time I watch that Minotaur fight, I get goosebumps.
It's still good.
It's so good. They were missing that type of fight in the second season.
Yeah, cause I felt it. Even like at the beginning when he had like the whole war. Was it this one? Was it this season?
Yeah, the war game.
The war game.
Mm-hmm.
He felt so weak,
I don't know if it's weak. I just felt like
he was underleveled compared to that one dude.
It went by too fast, I think. Like, maybe if they would have given it a little more time to sink in and maybe made the fight a little more intense. I just felt like the way the setting was, the mood was like, it was so like plot armor-ish. Like they're gonna win. Like we already know they're gonna win without even watching it. That's what it felt like. Whereas the Minotaur fight is like, we didn't know who was gonna win. The war fight was kind of already like, we already know who was gonna win.
It was kind of stale. I'm not gonna lie. I did feel like it was a little bit stale. And then we meet the harem girls.
We meet the Fox girl afterward, and then he has to try to save her. I think that part was actually better.
Yeah.
And then at the very, very end, it leaves you off of the cliffhanger, dude, where Bell actually travels to like a village with his number one waifu, Eyes, and I hear that the next season is gonna be really good because I think he saves her from drowning, and then she starts to
reciprocate that shit.
I know, but I'm sad it wasn't in this season.
Yeah. I always feel like second seasons kind of go a little downhill. Maybe third seasons always pick it up, but like I'm gonna say I missed him going more into dungeons than him doing this side shit.
I feel you.
Like he probably maybe if they gave us like a boss fight, he went up a little.
That's what we needed, a boss fight.
A boss fight where he like leveled up and he fucking.
Yes.
Like for example, like I shit on SAO a lot, but like one of the fights that was so good was fucking Kirito literally having to use his double sword technique on that boss to save everyone. And
savage moment.
Yeah, he fucking. Oh my god, that was such a good moment. But
so I gave Rising of the Shield Hero a 10 out of 10. I would give this a 9 out of 10.
I'll give it a 7 out of 10.
Okay.
All right.
Arifureta.
Okay.
Arifureta. Another really good isekai in my opinion.
He looks like Bell.
Kind of, actually, right? He has red eyes and white hair.
The world's strongest. I didn't watch it.
So I would say it's like a mix between Danmachi and Tokyo Ghoul.
No way.
So after some dire situation where his whole classroom got sent to another world, not just him.
Okay.
It was his whole classroom, and his classroom apparently had to try to save the kingdom or something something like that, something along those lines. So they go into the dungeon, and they go down really, really, really deep. It's like an expedition. They just try to see how far they can go, and then something really bad happens where the floor crumbles down. Well, actually, I should say they were fighting something. It was like a dragon type thingy, and it was coming towards them. They were like on a bridge, and their own party, some mage in his party, I think, did a dick move and like broke the bridge when he was still on it. So he fell all the way down to like floor 80 or something, like really far down there. And he almost died. He got his arm like chewed off by a monster, and he hit in a little hole. And all he has is like magic that lets him like rematerialize something into a different material. Like it was weird. It was like I don't know, like an alchemy type magic. And he can't fight with that, really. So he got hungry, he was starting to starve, and then he resorted to actually eating that monster. He came up with a really good plan and ate the monster, and that's how his hair turned white and his eyes turned red. Eventually, he kept leveling up his alchemy and all that stuff to the point where he actually made like modern weapons, and he made a robotic arm and everything, dude. When he got out, woo! It was pretty good.
He went 80 floors down. So the lower you go, the stronger like the monsters get. And this is made.
Yeah. Yeah, dude.
What happened to the? No, that's a spoiler.
You gotta watch it.
Yeah, you gotta watch if you want to know what happened to the class.
I give it an 8.5 because it was actually really funny too.
I'm surprised how low the rating is. I haven't seen it, so I'll just go with Swagg G's rating.
Alright.
Dumbbell.
Oh yeah.
This looks like a working out.
How heavy are the dumbbells you lift?
Alright. Okay.
I watched it.
You did?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't watch it.
It's funny. It's really funny. It's also pretty informative if you've never lifted weights before.
Really?
Yeah, they actually teach you a lot of stuff about like muscles and like how certain workouts work, certain different types. But it's also kind of etchy because when they're teaching you that, they get really close up to like the females and stuff. So I can't say I didn't enjoy it, but at the same time,
no plot.
No plot, really. Like she just said she wanted a summer bod. Let's go get a summer bod.
Let's go get a summer for 12 episodes. How long? Do you remember? Is it like 24 minutes? Like.
Yeah, they're full episodes.
Okay. All right. So, what was your rating?
7. I give it a 7.
Okay. All right. Moving on. I did see this one. This one's another one where like they're also OP,
Really?
but it's him and his childhood friend, and so he comes in with this one girl, and she's like a really good healer in this world, and he's like a really good fighter. It was a brain dead anime too. I think I might have dropped it eventually. I don't know if I finished it, but it was one of those like he's overpowered. We get it,
All right.
He actually trains. He gets made fun of by other mages, but he teaches them a lesson.
Oh, that one.
What is this one called? Do you love your mom and her
two-hit multi-target attacks?
This one looks weird as fuck.
Dude, I don't know why it has such a low rating, but to be honest, I actually enjoyed it. It was interesting. I mean, the ending could have been better. I'll be honest, the ending could have been better.
Well,
and
what's it about?
It could have engaged you better. So it's another isekai. Except the difference is instead of going in with their childhood friend or going in alone or anything like that, he goes in with his mom. His mom was like, "Hi, sweetie, let's go into this game and play." And he's annoyed. He's obviously pissed off. But he was super excited to play the very first VR type world game. You know what I'm saying? Like he went into the game. He was excited. He was like, "Yeah, let's do this." And much to his surprise, his mom got like the OP dual wielding weapons. She has like an ice sword and a fire sword that like literally she just swings it once and it just blows everything up. And then he gets like I think he has like one sword, but it has no special effects on it. So he's like not even that great. So he has to rely on his mom sometimes, and he hates it.
He's like Konosuba. He's like that kid.
So the game was apparently made to like get you to like be closer to your mom or something. So there are other people who are also in the game, and they're in the game with their mothers too. They have like issues. It's funny. It's actually really funny. But it's also really heartwarming if you think about it, because they do learn a lot.
They do learn a lot. It's kind of weird though with your mom though.
It is kind of weird.
It's kind of weird.
And she's very clingy too. She's like a very clingy mom. But like I said, it's heartwarming. Like she's super sweet, and it's a heartwarming anime. So it's not an isekai with like a whole bunch of action that'll keep you on your toes or anything. But it's okay.
It's weird because I expected with an isekai, at least like this type, for him to get like, but now he's with his mom, so
yeah, he really does it.
He's like cock blocked.
I know,
Damn.
But I would give it a 6.5.
His mom looks banging too.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
All right, so I didn't watch it, so I guess it's a check out, definitely.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh,
Hensuki.
oh no.
Are you willing to fall in love with a pervert as long as she's a cutie?
Bro, this one is wild.
It's
Bro,
good though.
she's like, she wants to make him his slave,
Yeah.
and then she's like
She wants to be a slave
a
to
slave
him.
to him. One of them was weird too.
One of them wanted him to be in a BL manga
Yeah,
with his best
with
friend.
his best friend, and his friend was like so cool with it too.
I know.
And then, I feel like one of them was dangerous.
One of them went up to him and seemed like she was gonna like confess to him, but she was like, "No, I want you to introduce me to your best friend."
Yeah. And one of them was normal, I think.
Maybe. Like, I think it's the brown haired on the right side.
Yeah, I think she was like the average one. You know, she wasn't like. And I think that's the one he liked, right?
No. One of them is his sister. One.
Oh really?
But she didn't like him though.
No. But
Wait,
he liked
did she
one of
actually?
he liked one of them. I'm pretty sure he had a crush on her. Was it her?
No.
I'm pretty sure he had like a crush on someone.
It's hard to tell, but I do remember that it was hilarious, and it also had fan service
It
too.
was so funny.
It was great, actually.
It was a good. I recommend it. 6.9. I think it.
I'd give it
more.
a 7.5
Yeah,
at the very least.
I'm with you on that one. Definitely. No, that was a good summer. Summer really gives us good anime.
All right.
My Hero Academia.
Oh, I see a lot of them in here. I see a lot in here.
Oh.
This is
I don't know. I didn't even finish the third because I was so disappointed. I was like, I don't.
Well, My Hero.
Yeah, My Hero.
I'm not gonna lie. I think the best part about My Hero, or the best season, was the festival, the sports festival.
Yeah, those fights.
Yep. I'm always a big fan of like showing off your powers and stuff, and like gauging power levels. I love it.
Yeah.
But
that's why the tuning exams were so good.
But I feel like in the fourth season, in fact, I think it's like this for probably every season after the fourth season. There's too much dialogue and not enough action. Like the villain, we always need to know what the villain is doing, and like we always need to know what the heroes are gonna do to take action. You know, like a plan. It's like I don't care about a plan. Like I want All Might to go in there and just ruin everybody. Like we don't. I don't. Why? I don't know. There's too much worrying about plans and stuff. And
too much. Yeah. It's
for a shonen, like you normally shonens don't care about that kind of thing. They just blow a city up and they don't care.
I think that My Hero has a lot of like info dumping. That's that's the one thing I think My Hero has that I don't like, and I don't care too much about quirks. Like some of the quirks are really cool, but I just don't think Deku was like protagonist type, unless he gets better.
Unless he gets better, right?
I don't know.
We'll wait for that to happen.
SAO.
SAO. Didn't I already go over SAO?
I mean, all I know is that it's really great. Like I don't like it, but you like it a lot.
I went over it. Or was that in the previous?
I think I was in the previous recording.
Okay, so it picks up a lot in Alicization. So if you are one of those people who are very critical of SAO because of like the second season or the second half of the first season, I would definitely give Alicization a try, because the intensity that was there in the very first season is there in Alicization. It is a great season with great plot and great storytelling. I give it 8.5 out of 10.
8.5, and I don't have anything to say about this one. I'm just not with SAO.
Okay.
I'll watch it with you, but that's the only way I'll watch it.
All
I
right.
can't watch it alone. Beastars, another contender in my opinion for best anime of 2019. So I had like 3, and this is one of them. It was so good. It was so unique too, cause like I usually don't watch any like animal hybrid like humans, and this one did a good job. The opening was fucking good for this one. I fucking loved it, and it's just all around. It was a great story. You get attached to, I forgot his name, the wolf, and honestly, I give it like a 9.5 or a 10.
Wow, 9.5. Well, I enjoyed it.
You did watch it?
I watched it on Netflix and I enjoyed it. I'm not gonna lie. I do want a second season too.
There is a second season.
But there are some like little minuscule things that kind of bother me. Like that female wolf girl. Like I
Oh.
kind of wanted him to pipe her.
Yeah, but no.
And he still went for the little bunny, the
the
little slut bunny.
little slut bunny. Yeah, she was fucking all the girls' boyfriends and
fucking-
shit.
Even the deer dude, who I thought was like the most gentlemanly out of all of them.
No,
but no,
he's a little
he's
asshole.
Fucking asshole, bro.
Did he
I
die?
hate him.
What do you think
I
happened?
hope he died.
You think he
I
I
don't
mean, it
think
was
he
pretty
died.
cool
He's
that.
not dead. He's not dead. No.
You
They
don't think
wouldn't
he's
leave
dead?
it off at a cliffhanger like that if he was still,
Bro,
if he died. No,
he-
he's definitely alive, and the second season's probably gonna be trying to save him. But
It was pretty cool to see him do that though.
yeah,
Like, 'cause he was kind of an asshole to her, but like he loved her. It was like a weird thing where he didn't show emotions, and all the herbivores were like fucking her, and he was one of them.
yeah.
And it was funny because like he hates how weak he is because he's not like a carnivore like the wolf.
It's so I don't
So-
know. I feel like I don't like that character. I just don't like him. Other than that, it was really good.
It was-
I would give it an 8.
Okay,
I'll give it an 8.
I thought it was really good anime to content. Okay, forgot the name of the English.
Seven Deadly
Seven
Sins.
Deadly Sins. Didn't keep up after the first season. I didn't even
Was
watch
this-
the second
Was this
one.
the newest season?
This is the third season.
Trash.
I don't know if it's
Trash.
I don't know if it's the newest.
Dude.
There might be. Isn't there a fourth? You didn't like it? You were such a fan.
Okay, so, I think they're making a 4th season. Yeah. So the first season
we watched it
was
together.
amazing.
Yeah, the
First
opening
season
was good.
gorgeous. Yeah, the opening, the ending, dude. Oh man, the fights, dude.
Yeah.
I was always hyped to see when they get another sin, right? When they like recruit another sin. It was awesome because they gave power levels, dude. I loved it. But this season, dude, was oh man, I don't like it. It fell off. It fell off so hard. I don't
the
know
second.
because the second season was okay.
Okay.
Yeah, there were a lot of like good moments. Not a lot of fights, I don't think. But I think the fight with Melios and Bond was really good. Getting to see Bond's backstory with the old wolf dude
Okay.
was really good. But the third season, man, like they try to hype us up with the 10 Commandments, and then half of them aren't even like fighting. I kid you not. Look, I'll even count them out. There's the fairy, and the giant. They converted sides. And then there's the dude with the mustache, dude with like the weird little mustache, and then the girl who's like practically naked.
Yeah.
They decided not to be, part of the fight and decided to live like a normal, peaceful life. And then there's Garen, the dude with the armor. Escanor whooped his ass. He just shot at him, dude. It was over. So now that's half of the commandments gone, and it's like, I don't know, man. It should have been better. It should have been better. Man.
Okay. Well, what's your
And
rating?
also I heard that the animation for the fighting scenes were trash. I heard that they were trash. I don't know if I noticed it too much because there weren't really that many fighting scenes, but I heard it was really bad compared to the first season.
Yeesh.
7.5.
7.5. Yeah. You even gave it a better rating than overall. Most people.
Well, I mean, I think I'm giving it a 7.5 because of the first season.
Oh, okay.
If we're talking about just that season alone, then yeah, it's like a 6.
It's
But
like a 6, okay.
First season was
Okay.
really good.
What about this one?
Oh yeah. Oh yes.
You watched it?
Yeah.
Let me see the name.
Cautious Hero, the overly cautious hero.
Oh, okay. I didn't even recognize it. I don't know. I don't know if I want to watch it.
Dude, it's so great. You want to know why?
Why?
Because he's not OP when he first starts out, but he does so much freaking training in like a parallel universe where time is like slowed down because he's overly cautious. He doesn't want to go into a fight with a slime until he's like level 100. It's so funny. It's great. It's a unique isekai, especially because the girl, the goddess, is actually the main character.
Oh.
The goddess is the main character, and I mean, the dude's not a side character. He's also a main character, but it's told through her perspective.
Okay.
So it's unique, and
it's made by White Fox, so I do see.
If you are a fan of comedy isekai, I would watch it.
Okay. Yeah. Oh my God. This whole 2019 was a bunch of isekais. Holy crap.
It was.
Holy fuck. Okay. What's your rating?
7.5.
Okay. Nice. Food Wars. Okay, boys.
Food Wars.
I haven't caught up. I'll be honest. I really like the anime a lot. I just haven't caught up because I've been too lazy to watch and I'm just stuck at that third season. What season is this? I don't even know what season this is. This might be the fourth, and I'm still like stuck in the third where they're like at the train. They're like at this train area. Like they're in the train, and I think he's gonna have to do some food fights there. And I can't. I hate trains. Like any train stories. I just no, I don't like it. But like that's the only reason. I definitely love this anime. I would recommend watching it. I don't know about this. I don't know how good the season might be, but the first season definitely a watch.
Yeah, I would say that too. First season is definitely a watch. If you haven't watched it, even if you're not a big fan of it, try it out. It'll surprise you.
It will surprise you.
I'm not a big fan of it, and I was satisfied after I was done with the first season. I didn't really want to watch anymore. Not because it was bad, just because I was satisfied with what I've seen.
What you got? It's interesting. It's not like the cooking is not even that boring to watch. They go pretty fast with it, and the best dynamics is him trying to face the other seats who kind of run the school, and him trying to be the best cook.
Yeah. I think the one thing I love the most about it is that they always underestimate him. They're always like, "Oh yeah, you're from the boonies, you know, you're probably trash at cooking," and then he makes them orgasm with his food. It's great.
It's the best because he comes from like a little family restaurant, and then all of these fucks have like restaurants in Italy.
They have certificates.
Yeah, like their families own like these big restaurants. Even though like his dad was one of the seats. At one point, I think his dad was either the first seat. He was like one of the best cooks when he was at that school. So it's kind of crazy, and he doesn't even know. He thinks his dad is just like this cook.
Oh man.
But like that, it recommended. It's definitely based on this first season. Like if you want to watch that, I think it's a good 8.
I would give it what they gave it, 7.8.
Okay. Oh, this one.
Oh.
Orisuki, are you the only one who loves me? It surprised me how fun. Like this synopsis literally just gives you like the first arc. This literally changes so fast. Like it's so good.
It's really good. I would actually have to give that one an 8.
Same.
The mix between it being a comedy and it being like also a romance too. I don't know. They did a good job. They did a good job.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they made the character actually really relatable. At least for me, I could relate to the character a lot because
that was the whole purpose.
In high school, I used to always think these things and act a different way. Like I would act a different way. Like I would act nicely to people, but in my head I'd be like this. So totally relatable. I love it.
That's what they did. They made him like literally a high school relatable guy because he talks so much shit on everyone.
Yeah, but doesn't say it. He just has like a what's it called, facade. He puts up a facade. It was great.
It was great.
What's your rating?
Mine was it was an 8. I'm gonna give it an 8 too.
All right.
It was pretty good. Assassin's Pride, I saw a clip of it. I don't know. I don't know if you saw it.
I watched a couple episodes.
Okay.
I feel like it had potential for what they were doing. But it's hard for me to say because I started watching it and then I stopped, and I don't know if I stopped because it was bad or if I stopped because I just watched something else. It is a romance and there is some action in it. Main character's pretty cool. Doesn't talk a lot though. Like I feel like he should be, I don't know, like he has the power to be more arrogant. You know, he has the power to boast more, but he doesn't. He just stays quiet. I would say I would give it a 6.5.
Okay.
Maybe I'll get back to it and change my mind.
Yeah. I don't know. All I know is that he's hired to like assassinate the girl like he ends up falling for. So I mean that was it. I don't have a rating for this one. So Psycho-Pass 3. I watched the first 2 seasons for this. The first season is definitely the best. The second season, it kind of grows on you. I'm surprised it only has 8 episodes. I'm going to assume that the third season was kind of bad, and it doesn't live up to like the original, like the first season which was really good.
I haven't seen it, but then again, I'm not a fan of psychological sci-fi.
It was really good. Like you'll fall in love with like the main guy. Okay. Either way, I recommend the first season. I would if I had to rate the third season based on like it has 8 episodes. Like the other ones had like full. I forgot like 12 episodes. It was like completed. I'm gonna give it like a 6. So, okay, moving on. Mari Mashida Hiromakun. That was a skip for me. I'm gonna be honest. I
It
didn't
was
see
a skip for me too. I'm not gonna lie, it did. The cover drew my attention, but after I read the bio, I was like, no, I'm not gonna like it.
Yeah. Bukutachi. What is this one?
That's the same one that we went through earlier, isn't it? We never learned.
We never learned.
Where remember he has to teach geniuses?
Oh yeah. Oh, is this like the second season?
I don't know. I don't know if it's
Oh, what is this? Okay, well, it was a pass for me, so I don't know if you watched it.
well, yeah, I have, but I already gave my rating on it.
Okay. I don't like any of the Fate series. They're just too much. I feel like it's too slow and too boring for me. Like at least the first episode when I try to watch from beginning, because there's so many Fate slash whatever. So it's a pass for me. People like it. It's whatever.
I don't know. I think I might give it a shot again because I think I've tried watching it, but I think, like you said, it took too long to pick up pace or something.
Yeah. Some of the episodes are like an hour long. I think. No Guns Life. I was a skip for me. I didn't like this.
Yeah.
This sign. No.
Theme.
What is this one? High School Prodigies. Have it easy even in another world.
Yo.
Oh, I skipped it. It looked dumb to me.
Nah, I liked it.
I didn't like that it was a group of people.
Really?
Yeah.
They all have different like abilities though. They're all prodigies in different aspects, like in different things. So like one of them is like a really good
businessman. I know that like they were prodigies.
Okay.
Like, I saw the trailer and everything. So I was like that.
I think it was really interesting how they went in, it was like it's an isekai. So
Yeah.
they went into a different world with no technology and they turned shit around, bro. Like they
It feels like it was gonna be a Monopoly game, right?
No, I think
Or do they work together?
they work together. They work together basically to turn this little village into like a really good society. And I think near the end of it, they start a war with the kingdom. It's so awesome. I don't know. I would have to give that one a 7.8
Okay.
because I think it's worth a watch for people who like isekais. But at the same time, I'm not entirely sure that it's for everyone.
Yeah, I think so too. I didn't like that their abilities really. He's a good businessman.
I know what you mean.
Yeah, I got you. This one, I was planning. I saw like the Ascendance of a Bookworm. It's kind of like feels like a little bit of a ripoff from Dr. Stone, which I mean Dr. Stone he has to fight in the beginning. She just goes to a world without books,
Oh.
and she has to like kind of like she loves to read, and she has all this knowledge from reading a bunch of books. It's really highly rated, but like I got bored from the first episode. So it was a pass for me.
Too many lollies on the cover. Pass.
Okay. I love this anime,
Basketball.
even though I don't. The title's not here. Yeah, Hiro no Sora. Really good basketball anime. I love how like he's like so short, but he wants to be a basketball player, and he goes to this school, and all of them. All the first people he meets that are in the basketball team, because it's this school, like you have to join the club. So, but they're all fucking delinquents, but just join because they want to fuck around. So they don't even play basketball. And he joins and he changes them, and they become really good friends.
Oh.
And like it's just like, even the basketball, like it's kind of like the animation's not the best basketball you will see, but like the story makes up for that. I would give it like a nice 8. I think it's worth it. It's one of the good basketball anime. Just like what's the other one with the blue hair? How do I forget the name? Something no basket.
Oh, Kuroko
Kuroko no basket. There we go. Haikyuu was volleyball.
I know.
Okay.
I don't watch sports anime.
Okay.
Let's keep going.
All right, Babylon. I watched the first episode. It had an interesting twist. I don't know if I should just say it, but like, I got boring. Too much. He's a lawyer, or like something like that. He's like a lawyer, and then he needs to figure out what happened. It's like investigation. I got bored.
Well, it has a low rating. Let's keep going.
Okay.
Swirling.
I haven't seen it.
It was. I'm not gonna lie. They look pretty thick, and it made me want to watch it. But every time I read that bio, it just turns me off.
Turns
man.
you off. What's the
There's no guy main character. I guess I don't know. There's no dudes in it. It's just all women, and not that I'm being sexist or anything. I'm just saying. Just I don't know. I'm not a big fan of like warship or like ship warfare or that kind of thing.
It says military. Yeah.
Mhm.
And that too. Like I'm not a fan of that either. Plus, I don't like a one gender anime.
Yeah, there needs to be
They're
a decent.
so boring.
There needs to be a decent ratio.
Yeah, like too many guys sucks.
Too many girls.
Too many girls sucks. One guy and too many girls. You know.
Even harem animes need to have
a better ratio.
Couple dudes, yeah.
Yeah. Well, The Stars Align, really good anime. It's a tennis, soft tennis. It's surprisingly, we see less of the sport and more of the story, and the story's kind of some of these characters deserve better. So I'm surprised 7 point. I know why it's 7.5 because like the last episode was not finished. Like they couldn't finish the arc for I forgot why. It's been a while, but like they rushed it.
Oh.
So they left it in a cliffhanger, which wasn't supposed to. Like they had a plan to make it differently, but something fucked up. Something happened in the studio, so they were like, we're just gonna release 12 episodes. It should have been 24.
Damn.
So there's like the second season. It's just like the second half of what should have been like first season. So yeah, I mean it was still good. I still recommend it. Radiant season 2.
Radiant, let's go. Woo!
What do you give it? What do you have to say about Radiant?
Radiant is actually, I think it's underhyped. It's overlooked. Like I feel like, cause it's a very good shonen. I think like it's actually really good compared to some other shonen that are previously out. Not gonna name any names. Black Hole. No, I'm joking.
No.
I'm joking.
I love Black Clover, even though it gets boring. But it's always like that with Black Clover. It's like the beginning. Like every time they finish an arc, they finish so high with the fight being so intense and so good that when they start the new arc, it's so slow. Like so slow. The pace is so slow, and then it builds up again, which is like it's the worst feeling. But I still watch it.
I feel like what I hate the most about Black Clover, and I know I'm kind of drifting a little bit off topic, but it has something to do with Radiant, is that I feel like there's just too much plot armor. And it's not even plot armor in the way that it's like we don't know they're gonna die. It's more like we know they're gonna win.
Yeah.
Like even against like enemies, like in the newest season, they went up against like a demon or something, right?
Yeah.
And the demon was strong.
That fucked everything.
But somehow they still pulled through with like no losses.
Yeah, they pulled through because of like the first wizard. He came back to life.
Yeah.
Like they brought him back. Like the bird that has been on Subaru's like shoulder the whole time. She was like a friend. She was friends with him, and her magic, coincidentally helped him like stay alive all those years. So I mean that's.
my
But Fairy Tail
take
had
on
that
it.
too, though.
Yeah, but Fairy Tail did it in a way where it was charming because like even though yes, we kind of know they're gonna win, it's not really about whether or not they're gonna win or lose, it's more like the reasons they win, obviously you could say power of friendship or whatever, but I mean it's a good lesson. I feel like a lot of times they make up for it with a lot of good backstories and stuff. But we're not talking about Fairy Tail.
Listen, I'll get into Fairy Tail.
That's another story.
I don't know. I think Fairy Tail did. I think they got too repetitive. And the fact that I feel like no one dies in Fairy Tail. Like can you name anyone that dies? Like in the whole It was the first season.
There's one dude that was in the Fairy Tail Go who died, and that is one of the founders, Makarov's dad, and he died of age.
And he died of age.
No, literally everyone. Even the first master's still alive.
Yeah, even the first.
But I know what you mean. That's what I'm saying. I know what you mean.
Like, but even though we're going Fairy Tail right real quick, it's more like, well, you know what disappointed me? Remember when they were doing that whole arc, and this like, I think this was considered like the second season of Fairy Tail.
Which
like,
arc?
It was one day when they came back after the 7-year gap, after fighting Actinologia, and they were gonna go to the tournament because their whole guild got destroyed because everyone was weak.
The Grand Magic Games.
Yeah, the Grand Magic Games. And after that, the master for like the other guild, the new guild, I forgot the name. Fuck, I forget. Sabretooth. I remember he, or at least he should have killed Lecter or one of those little cuck cats. And he was alive, and that disappointed me because that was such a nice moment for the Shadow dude, the Shadow Dragon. I forgot all their names by now. It's so long.
So I mean,
not only that guy was supposed to die. He didn't die.
Wait.
The master from that guild.
The master from the guild didn't die.
From Sabretooth.
He didn't die.
He didn't die.
Really?
He came back as a fucking demon, or like with the powers of a demon.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah. You know, that's like anime logic. You put demon blood in you and you regenerate.
Apparently. So did Minerva. Somehow, but she still got her ass whipped.
Word. That was funny. I'm not gonna lie, that was really funny.
That was wild. Anyways, Radiant.
Back to Radiant. So Radiant, I don't know. It doesn't have that feeling because, you know, the power of friendship doesn't save him. He has to basically do it from his own power, and most fights that he fights are actually, you know,
to the death.
I wouldn't say to the death. More like he doesn't really have the upper hand.
Okay.
So he knows what he's doing when he goes into them, and he knows that sometimes he's gonna need help. It's a good shonen. Honestly, I'm gonna give it an 8.5. It's very overlooked, and if you haven't seen it, give it a watch.
All right, moving on. Oh, this is a hentai. I'm 100% sure, because it 8 episodes, and I remember looking like at the stats like over here.
It's a 5.8.
5.8, 5 minutes per episode. R plus mild nudity.
Reveals that he's an XL size.
Yeah, that's a big dick. So it was a pass.
He's packing that heat. Let's keep going down.
Yeah, most of these were a pass for me.
Mhm.
Yeah, I don't know if you see anything. And no, that's it. We're done with 2019.
That's our whole list.
That's a whole list of anime that we watched. We kind of rated some of them that we didn't, but you know, yeah, that's what we thought about 2019. Okay. And we might go back to some of them because I didn't even watch Rising of a Shield Hero, right?
Mhm.
So I might go back to that and some anime that you mentioned, like this one. Radiant, or this one. I forgot the name of this one.
Oh, the overpowered hero.
Yeah.
Overly cautious hero. My bad.
Yeah, and I think we're good with our little haul of anime for 2019.
This has been Swagg G43,
and this has been Animal King, and we'll see you next time.